I am Marwan Cameron, and this is The Conduit. All right, y'all, it is March 1. Oh, man. Let me go ahead and give a horn. It's a new month. Is it spring yet? We have snow. We have freezing temperatures. Then we have flooding. What is going on in Kitsap County? Can we get a break? Can we please get a break? I'm so over it. I don't even use that language like I'm over it. I'm done. I guess that's what my daughter says. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm ready for the spring. Priya, how are you doing today?
I'm here. I'm doing okay. We got some sunshine. We got some fresh air. It's not freezing out, so I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. So, you know what time it is? It is the first Tuesday of the month. And as always, we have the Kitsap Regional Library with us. And Priya to come and bring us, what's going to happen in the month of March and what the cool things are. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So go ahead, Priya. Go ahead and let us know what's happening with KRL. Oh, and I don't know if you're going to talk about this or not, but I saw a Facebook post about the Silverdale Library.
Yes.
So don't forget to talk about that. I just saw that the other day. So
yeah, that's one of our updates. So the Silverdale Library, if you haven't visited it previously, currently it is a teeny little thing that has outgrown its space. And the Silverdale community is just really supportive and encouraging. And we thought, needs a new space. So the new Silverdale Library will be opening up sometime in April. We're hoping they're just putting the finishing touches on it. It will be on the campus of the Central Kitsap School District. So there'll be a really cool connection and partnership between the two. We love to have our schools involved with our libraries and vice versa. So that opening information will be plastered all over our website and our Facebook, and hopefully you'll see it online, as well as when we can start coming in. So we're really excited about that. Please just keep an eye on our website and on our Facebook for that. It's going to be a really, really beautiful space.
So you were saying that it's actually on the school campus?
The Central Kitsap School District, like their administrative spaces,
well
as some public spaces for kiddos to gather. Once it opens, you'll be able to take a tour. I hear the grounds are really lovely, and just, it's nice to have some nice scenery around as well. Silverdale has beautiful views, the mountains and all that. So it will be a really, really, really cool space. I'm excited to see it because I haven't seen the new space yet. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook and I was like, I don't want to forget to ask about that. So
Totally.
Looking forward to checking that library out. That is my daughter's district, so I'm sure she will spend quite a bit of time there as it opens back up. Matter of fact, is the library open for people to come in now? Is that going to change with Inslee in March? Do you know?
Yeah, so with the exception of Silverdale, because they will be closing with the need to move all their materials over to the new space. So check our website if you are a Silverdale patron. But for the rest of us, yes, we are open to the public, almost back to regular business hours. Majority of our branches are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Saturdays, 10 to 4 for the larger branches, 10 to 1 for the smaller branches. All of those hours and any new updates that are coming are in our Inspire booklet that comes out every month. This is it for March. It is on our website as well at krl.org/inspire. But on the back has all of our locations and hours. And one of the biggest updates, I will say, you can't see it super well here, but it's all on our website, is that we got new phone numbers. So
really?
Yes. If you have your local branch number memorized, like your own cell number, which I did, I always turned it on my library's phone number just as a patron. I believe if you call that number, it will auto forward to the branch that you want. But just in case, please do just take a look at our new listing with all the new numbers. This way, they made it so that you can directly connect to specific departments, branches, individuals. For instance, if you want to call downtown Bremerton and talk to Priya specifically and not the front desk staff, or vice versa, that type of thing. So just keep an eye on our website. Grab this if you want a record of our new numbers, or just stop in and ask us in person. We're always happy to have people come in.
Stop in. We've been social distancing for so long. Come down to the library.
Yes, we are open to the public. All of our branches, I will say specific to downtown. If you've been in our branch lately, you'll see that things are a little bit spaced out. We didn't have all of our furniture out. Some rooms were closed off. We have opened up a little bit more of our furniture and our space. So you'll see increased seating when you come in. We're really glad to see that, especially when the weather gets as rainy as it has been lately. We want a space just for people to come in, like charge your device, sit down, rest a bit. So we're open for that. Our back room that usually has our Friends sale is open again as well. That has been some storage for us for a little bit. But if you would like to come in and browse some books that you can purchase for a donation, those are books that have been weeded out of our collection or donated. That collection is open as well. So you can come in, grab some stuff to check out, grab some stuff to keep, ask us if you have any questions.
Nice. Awesome. Now, I know you're going to continue to tell us about March, but I was telling someone about the Discovery passes and the red and black backpacks. Can you talk about that really quick? Because I was just having this conversation yesterday, and I'm like, watch last month's podcast, but there happens to be one tomorrow, and I will ask her again.
Yes. Yeah. So we have been slowly expanding our offering of take-home kits, and these look different for different topics. The one that you mentioned is the Discover Passes. So those are the Washington State Parks Discover Passes. For lots of those state parks, you do have to have that pass on your rearview mirror when you park there. So we offer those passes that you can check out for a week at a time. Those should live at each of our branches, so you can either stop by and ask for it or go on our website and look it up in our catalog. And the awesome thing is that we just expanded that offering so that that pass is now part of a larger kit that you can get. It's in a little backpack, and it comes with binoculars to do some bird watching, a few wildlife guides, the Discover Pass, as well as some more information about this program. So that way you can leave not just with the little paper kit, little paper pass, but a little backpack that you can take on your next excursion. They are available to check out for a week at a time. Again, if you have any questions, you can check our website. We've got a full page for those. Or just give us a call or stop in and ask us questions. We're really excited about those.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. The other kits that you'll see at our branches, like the red ones, we've got clear backpacks with blue trim and now with orange trim, and those signify different types of content. The backpacks that are separate from the Discover Passes are called early learning kits. And those are full of themed books and toys and activities for kiddos for a range of ages. The newest ones we have are the ones clear with an orange trim around it, and there are STEM kits. So those are everything technology and science and more like mathematical thinking. Good for kids of all ages, as well as, I don't know, I'm an adult and my math skills aren't super solid, so I probably could benefit from some of those. But those are available to check out as well. So if you're a really busy parent and you want to have like a themed at-home lesson, or just want to incorporate more, mathematical thinking or creative thinking without struggling a ton to plan a lesson, those backpacks really have a nicely packaged group of items for you. So I would recommend you coming in and browsing, ask your local branch, or if you go on our website and look in our catalog, look up Early Learning Kit. They should all pop up with the different themes and topics.
And you were saying it's for all ages, right?
So they're primarily for kiddos. They are held in mostly in our children's section. So for instance, if you walk into the downtown branch and head toward the children's area, they're on a little cart right in the front of the children's area. But, if you enjoy reading something that will educate you in a really gentle and fun way, I would highly recommend. Adults don't only have to read adult books, or if you're, an older child, I know books that you might consider like picture books. Some kids are like, I'm too old for that now. It's just according to your learning style and your needs at the time. So I would say don't hesitate to just ask us what's inside. We can always open it up and show you before you check it out.
Gotcha. And those are for a week also?
I will have to check the checkout period for those. For the Discover Pass ones, those are just 1 week. But for some of the other kits, there's about up to 10 books inside. And there are smaller books for kiddos, so you can feasibly get through those in a week. But I do want to double check before sharing that information. So it should be very prominently listed in your on the pack itself, or ask your librarian.
So I'm super excited about that from a personal standpoint. So in the summertime, I will often challenge Layla if she doesn't come to me and try to bribe me with, if I read a certain amount of books, or if I do all these math problems in the summer, can I earn this? And so I'm always going to stimulate her learning. And so, oh, yes, of course you can do that, sweetie. Of course, funny story. where she goes on vacation with grandma all the time. And so it's like, all right, let's go to Barnes and Noble and get you a book, or, figure out what you want. And so
Mhm.
she goes and she picks out a math book to do problems. I'm like, well, sweetie, you can take any book that you want. You don't have to do math problems. She's like, well, I love math problems, Daddy. And it's like, well, I just love you, sweetie. So, you know, you're just making my day. So it's like, yeah, go ahead and
Mhm.
get the math book. But if there's something else you want, you can get that too.
Aw.
But you want to do math problems on the plane? How can I say no to that?
She's a smart cookie.
She is. But then also think about, G2 in the summertime. We often have, parents that are bringing in their kids to volunteer. And so to be able to have
Mhm.
that access, because we don't have those things, and trying to
Yep.
figure out what to do to kind of engage them and occupy them while their parents help out. And
Mhm.
just kind of do those things is really awesome. And so it's like it's not even a block away. So we'll be coming up to the library during the summertime for sure.
Please do. We would love to
Yeah.
see you. Yeah. Other new things going on at the library. I'm trying to think for the downtown branch. Let's see. Oh, so since we've expanded our space offerings in terms of more furniture, more charging stations, we're hoping that people will come in and use the space and just reincorporate the library back into your daily practice if you haven't done that so far. I would say keep an eye on our website or ask library staff about updates to mask guidance, because I know that those have been changing pretty frequently on the state level, and we will very clearly communicate what we're asking from our patrons as those guidelines change as well. As of now, masks are still required inside of all library spaces. We do provide masks right by our front doors at all of our locations if you don't have your own. One really awesome thing I'd like to share from the downtown perspective is that along with the masks that we offer for adults and smaller ones for children as well, we are really, really grateful to Kitsap Public Health District for providing us with KN95 masks for the public to take as well.
What?
So slightly beefier. You're welcome to grab one to come into the library or grab one on your way out if you know that you're going to need a slightly more intense mask. And then along with that, we've also been given a couple boxes of rapid antigen test kits to distribute to
Really?
the public. Yes, and so those are the
Wow.
little boxes about this big that have 2 tests per kit. At the downtown branch, we have them at our front door at our station that has the masks as well. And attached to each box is a sheet with guidance from KPHD on how to use it, how to report a positive test to the health district, and just basically what to do. So we recognize that not everyone can get on a computer to request the free tests from the government or from Washington State. Not everyone has money to pay for one. So we just want to help be that extra in between. So those are available just to grab. Again, it's 2 tests per kit, and we recognize there are families out there who might be traveling with the whole gaggle, so feel free to grab as many as you need. They're first come, first serve, and we've just been replenishing them as we go. We just ask that you do not take the test itself in the library. So please
Gotcha.
grab it on your way out.
Might be a little off-putting, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I was just checking to see if I have COVID right now. Like,
yeah,
really?
we request that you do not do that inside of our space. But if there are any questions, we will happily point you toward KPHD to answer those. We just want to be the providers just in case members of the public do have difficulty getting the tests that they need to more safely and more comfortably re-enter into different parts of our society. So yeah, we'll
I love
be providing those as
partnerships.
long as we have them available.
Yeah, I love partnerships. Shout out to Kitsap Public Health and to the
Mhm.
Kitsap Regional Library for making that available for folks. I know that we ordered the mask or the test from the government sometime in January, as soon as they announced it, and it was saying, okay, on this day you can do it, and they didn't come until Valentine's Day, so February 14th. So it took a few weeks, and by then, if you were positive, you've probably gone through the
Mhm.
whole cycle. So having them readily available is really awesome. So thank you
Yeah,
so much for
currently
that.
they are just at the downtown branch. We have capacity to be having this offering. Just keep an eye on, I guess, the current COVID guidance, and then also feel free to call ahead if you want to just double check to make sure that we have them.
Nice. Awesome.
Totally. The last things I want to share, and I'm just going to quick close my window because there is some business going on outside. Hang on a
Hmm.
second.
I can hear it too.
I know. All right, there we go.
No, I mean I can hear it too from my location. We're not that far
you're
away.
down the street from us. And I'm also in one of our workspaces in the library in the basement, where we have our stash of all of the equipment that we use to put on our programs. You can see a bunch of board games behind me, so we're really excited to start using those at some point in the future.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Lastly, I will just highlight a couple programs from Inspire. And again, these are all on our website. It is organized chronologically through the month, going from classes and events for adults, working your way down. And then on the further pages, we have teens and kids. But a couple I want to highlight, because tax season is, I suppose, here coming up, and we want to get our taxes submitted on time if possible. If you need support with that, a few KRL locations do host AARP Tax Aids. Those locations are Paulsbo, Bainbridge Island, and Port Orchard. So if you would like some one-on-one help with someone to help prepare your tax materials, we do offer the common 1040 forms and instruction booklets at all of our branches. So you can just come by and pick those up if you need. But if you want some one-on-one support from an AARP Tax Aid volunteer, get in touch with the Paulsbo, Bainbridge, or Port Orchard branches, and those are listed right here, because those will enable you to meet with a volunteer by appointment. So you do have to call ahead to schedule. All of the phone numbers or emails are listed in here. So that's a great offering if you are able to make it to Paulsbo, Bainbridge, or Port Orchard. I know it's a bit tough to travel if you aren't able to have that sort of transportation. So aside from that, I remember seeing that KCR is offering free tax events in Bremerton and Port Orchard. So I'd say hit up KCR, check their Facebook if you want more information about something a little more local if you're in Bremerton.
And that was for AARP, right?
Yeah, the one that the library hosts is through AARP. So I'd say if you're interested in that, do feel free to call any of your branches if you have a question. But specifically for this program, it's at our Paulsbo, Bainbridge, and Port Orchard branches. If you go to our website and search Tax Aid or AARP, those three branches will pop up. So, and if you don't live in that area, you can still attend a tax aid appointment there. So if you're able to make it to one of those locations, please do feel free to make an appointment. I just say it is by appointment. So if you show up with your forms in hand and say, all right, I'm here, I haven't made an appointment, they might not be able to accommodate you. Yeah. And then the last update I have, which is a really cool offering from our children's librarian here at downtown, Miss Kirsten Mueller, is we have weekly story times up at Evergreen Park. So those are outside, fresh air. If you have a little one who wants to like move around or be outside, these are story times out in the park. They're socially distanced. They help with that sort of physical movement with, really fun, active learning. And it's in partnership with the Bremerton Parks and Rec. And so those are held every Wednesday, 10:30 to 11 a.m. In Evergreen Park under shelters 2 and 3. But if you just look around and you see a bunch of little ones clustered around our children's librarian, you'll know where to find us.
That was Wednesday. What time?
Those are Wednesdays in March from 10:30 to 11 a.m.
10:30 to 11 a.m. And you can just kind of walk up and join the group.
Yep, no registration required. Since it's outside, we can, distance as much as we need. So that way, there's not like hordes of people, but it is a nice little group where kiddos can meet each other and parents can sort of have those interactions that we've been missing so much. Yeah.
I'm going to call this Kids Story Time.
Yes. And they're really fun. Like I don't have a child and I am an adult, but every time I've gotten to help out with those story times, I'm like, that was so fun. I got to move around.
Yeah. It's just an interesting phraseology. Like, I don't have a child, but I am an adult.
Yeah.
Like I'm a child too. So, Well, that's fantastic. I was looking, I see that the website looks like it still has kind of February stuff on for Black History Month.
Yes.
Has it literally just changed in front of me? No, it's still here. I just kind of highlighted it there. I always like to kind of pull this up just so people can see the website. We put the link up. But you want to know what you see when you click on the site. And it's like, yeah, I'm in the right spot. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
So this is the website here, and it is changing.
Yes. I would say specifically, if you are a Silverdale patron, keep an eye on those banners up at the top, because that will tell you exactly when the branch opens, when the current branch closes, and where you can go to pick up your holds in the meantime. So do keep an eye on that one.
Absolutely. And then taxes are due April 18th. Don't procrastinate. There's a lot of help there for you. And also, as Priya always talks about, the calendar here, so you can see the list of events and newest arrivals for books.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like I'm participating in a special private group tonight about books, so I'm excited about that. So I'm looking forward to that. The other thing that I wanted to just mention is in the month of March, uh, the Up From Slavery Initiative is presenting the Race and Equity Summit of 2022. Carmen Best, who was the chief of police for Seattle, um, and then Dr. Joy DeGruy, who wrote Post Traumatic Slave Syndrome. So this will be a 2-day event, Friday, March 25th, at the Marvin Williams Recreation Center at 725 Park Avenue, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's a $50 registration. There will be, I think this is workshops based on the workforce, advancing racial equity for impact, also youth and education, so community and partnership. That sounds awesome. Health and wellness, which is so important. And then a panel discussion. On Saturday, it will be located at the Bremerton High School Performing Arts Center up at 1500 13th Street in Bremerton from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Doors open at 9 a.m. And this one is free, but online registration is required. So if you're going to go to the second day, you still need to register for that. So be aware. And then there are food trucks on site, which food trucks are fantastic. So, that alone should get you to come on down there. And then the panel discussion will be addressing racial bias in law enforcement with proactive policing. And the keynote speaker will be Dr. Joy DeGruy. So wanted to make sure that we updated that. And also just as an announcement, if you do have things that special events that are happening in the month that you want us to know about and kind of share out to the community, please let us know so that we can get the widest dissemination so people can participate and kind of come together as a community and engage with each other. So that's so important. We want to be more intentional about that. A lot of things will happen. It's like, oh, I didn't even know about that. I didn't hear about that. So we are committed to trying to put that information out. So it doesn't cost anything. Just say, hey, can you please talk about this and let your audience know that this event is coming up, and we're more than happy to push that out for you.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. It's so important to just spread the word and keep that like word of mouth or word of social media out there, because there's so much going on and a lot to learn. Like that summit from the Up From Slavery Initiative seems like a really impactful event.
There is. And this Sunday, there was a really huge event out at the Bainbridge Island Museum of Arts where they had a march and a panel discussion. And they actually had 2 panel discussions, and we covered that. So that was also very special. And I talked to folks that actually know a lot of people, the same people, and they didn't know about it. So it's like, all right, we have to continue to do a really, just be really intentional about getting that information out and just kind of reminding folks and just trying to support each other in that way. So that's what I'm here for all day long. And, every first Tuesday of the month, we are supporting the Kitsap Regional Library and getting out their information and all the wonderful things that they do. And it's always something new. There's always an add-on. So you folks are definitely proactive and not reactive, and just really come up with really cool ideas for the community. So as usual, we want to say thank you for all of your work and continued efforts. And we just look forward to continue to support you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I learned so much coming on here and just getting good questions from you and from the community. I just want to remind people that like our doors are literally and figuratively open. If you have a question or an idea or something you want to see happen, you can always either walk into our branch or give us a call or shoot us an email. We're open to it, and we're just really excited to have learn from y'all and help support that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't even think of a better last word than that. As always, Priya, you are awesome. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Please check her out. She is at the Downtown Library all libraries are open, doing great things. Stay tuned for the Silverdale Library. Can't wait to check that out. Make sure you look at the website, www.krl.org. /inspire if you want to look at the Inspire so you can get all of the things that are going on for this month. And again, an update on all the new phone numbers. But if you do call the old number, you will just be rerouted there, but you can update your smartphones accordingly, so you don't have to worry about that. Sound pretty good?
That sounds great.
All right. So for Priya, I am Marwan Cameron. This is The Conduit. Everyone have a good day, and we will